What's up, drivers? Welcome back into Road Knowledge Fuel Stop, where I keep your tank on full with knowledge of trucking, business, and life. It's your girl, Carissa Rankin. Let's fill up real quick. What are the top 5 things you must have before you start CDL training? Number 1 is a DOT physical. A DOT physical is when a doctor gives you an examination going over your full body to see if you are capable of driving a commercial vehicle, Class A or Class B. Now, let me tell you something. When you go to the doctor, you can possibly get a 3-month DOT physical, 1 year, or 2-year DOT physical. If you get a 3-month DOT physical, it's something wrong. It's something going on because the doctor is checking your physical capability of moving your head, moving your legs, seeing if you got sleep apnea, high blood pressure, high sugar, things like that. So if something go wrong or give the doctor a little bit of iffy feeling, then you're gonna get a 3-month physical. So that means you're gonna have to take that and go to your primary care doctor, because the main thing you need to be trying to get is a 1 to 2 year. A 1 year means that probably that day you went in to get your DOT physical, you had high blood pressure or you had something going on, but it wasn't that bad. But now we're going to keep an eye on it and make sure you are able to drive that truck. You're going to get a 1 year physical. Now, the standard and most common of all that you want to push for every 2 years is that 2-year DOT physical. That's saying that you're good to go, everything checked out right, and you are only going to have to come back in the next 2 years when it expires. Now, let me tell you something about your DOT physical. You're going to get a letter in the mail before it expires. Be paying attention to that letter in the mail, because you're going to have to go to an urgent care or your primary physician if they already do DOT physicals or somewhere to get that physical reinstated. If you don't, you will not be able to drive that vehicle. I'm just saying, don't hurt the messenger, okay? So keep an eye on your DOT physical, but you must have that before you start CDL training. Number 2, you need a CDL permit. If you are getting your Class A license with the truck and trailer, you're going to be going to the DMV to get your CDL permit. You're going to be taking 3 tests: general knowledge, air brake, and combination tests at the DMV. If you're getting a Class B license, you're going to be taking a general knowledge and air brake test. I'll make a video explaining what all that stuff is later. All right, got me. So number 2 is a what? CDL permit. Good job. You're staying with me. The CDL permit is nothing but just telling the state you live in that you have the mental capability of training to get your CDL. Okay, let's go ahead and go to number 3. Number 3, you must be able to pass a drug test. Baby, don't nobody want you behind no steering wheel on no drugs, okay? You must be able to have a negative drug test. That means no cocaine, no heroin, no pills, no oxy, no CBD, no marijuana, none of that stuff. Out, all right? It has to be out your system to be able to get behind that steering wheel. If you are on anything right now and you want to be a truck driver, get off of it or you'll never be able to drive that vehicle. And another thing, if you become a truck driver because you have did so great in your training, you will be put into the FMCSA system and you can be randomly drug tested throughout their clearance house. Randomly drug test means when they call your job, even if you want to work for yourself, you still can be chosen through the clearance house to be able to have to take a random drug test. That means when they call you, you got to go and do a piss test, drug test, whatever. Blow for alcohol, all that stuff at any given time. Number 4, you have to have a valid driver license. You're not going to get nowhere if you ain't had a valid driver license. Now, some places do require for you to have your driver license for 1 year. But you must have a valid driver license for whatever state you live in. Now, if you are deciding to go to a school outside of the state you live in, you must have your CDL permit and your valid driver license within that state. Now, let me tell you something I found out. If you owe back child support, you're not going to be able to get no permit. I'm just saying. That's what I heard. I don't know if that student was lying because he didn't have all his funds, but That's what I heard. We gonna keep that tea right there. But if you owe back child support, baby, you probably ain't gonna get that permit. I don't know. Call the DMV and ask them. I'm just saying. Let's go to number what? 5. Number 5, last thing but not least, find you a great school. Find you a great school that you like to attend. I'll make another video explaining to you some questions you can go over at the school. When you get them on the phone, I'm gonna give you a list of doggone questions to ask they hind parts. Okay? You want to make sure that you find a school that's gonna match you and what you're looking for. Don't go waste your hard-earned money or your time going to a school that's not gonna make you feel comfortable. I treat all my students that Road Knowledge Training Academy like they are gold, baby. Who? You paying a mortgage over here. So I love you. I appreciate you. And baby, you're my family. Okay? Because my bills got bills. So find you a great school that's going to fit you by reading the reviews. And like I said, I'll make another video to help you with that. Now, if you like this video right here and you enjoy this fuel stop, ask your questions below. Like, put it in the comments. And that is your fuel for today. So close up that cap and let's get back to this money. And don't forget, stay safe on the highways and byways. Keep it between the mayo and mustard. Say it loud, say it proud. It's Truckers Life, baby.